Hi, I just arrived from Brazil. I am a brand new humanoid robot. Girl from Ipanema model. I will probably be very collectible with all these curves. You can get me a job and I can make you money. Or just keep me at home.
Like 2 days ago about humanoid AI robot girlfriends. I don't know if you guys saw this on Instagram and TikTok, but there are companies making robots that look like humans that are programmed by AI and they can talk to you. And it's very freakishly real and they're selling them mostly to young men as AI girlfriends.
So I made a video talking about the AI robot girlfriend companions. They are just AI robot female sex slaves. That's literally what they are. That's what they're designed for. You can hear it, you can see it. It's not a question. It's not a mystery. The thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands of comments in the videos of those robots it is so evident. Anyone that would ever even desire to spend $100,000 on these has one intention in mind, and it's not to have someone to talk to.
This woman is absolutely losing her mind over robot competition, and it's hilarious. She's desperately trying to shame men for choosing artificial alternatives while completely ignoring why men are making this choice. Yes, these robots are designed for sex, but they're also designed to be pleasant, agreeable, and drama-free. Something that's apparently so foreign to modern women that they can't even comprehend it. She's admitting that real women have become so toxic and difficult that men would rather pay 6 figures for a machine than deal with her attitude. The market has spoken, and it's not saying what she wants to hear.
If men didn't exist, there'd be no war, there'd be fewer crimes, there'd be less violence, there'd be fewer billionaires.
It strikes me as funny that the majority of individuals that make this type of content that think that the world would be so much better without men are obviously not students of history or the human condition.
There'd be less homelessness, there'd be equal pay, there'd be less oppression, there'd be less poverty, there'd be universal health care. All the money used to fund the military would instead contribute to free.
This woman actually believes that without men, the world would be some kind of utopia. She's completely ignoring that men built literally everything she uses in her daily life. The roads she drives on, the buildings she lives in, the technology she's using to broadcast this nonsense, the electrical grid powering her home, the water systems keeping her alive. Women love to fantasize about a world without men until the lights go out and nobody knows how to fix the power plant. These fantasies always conveniently ignore who's going to maintain the infrastructure, fight the wars, do the dangerous jobs, and handle all the unglamorous work that keeps civilization running.
Sadly, it is often the most uninformed individuals that often speak the loudest.
And affordable housing, livable wages, and environmental efforts. Period products would be free. There'd be no need for birth control and all of its side effects. There'd be no need for women's rights or Me Too movements.
It's amazing how blind a person can be when they actually believe that men are the root of all evil, and seemingly they don't think that women can do any wrong.
There'd be no abortion debate. Toilet seats would never be left up. There'd be more self-love. There'd be less body shame.
What? More self-love and less body shaming if men didn't exist? Yeah, it doesn't seem like they've experienced much of reality, because in my experience, it's usually women that do the most of that, not men. But again, let's go on.
The world in general would be safer, cleaner, and more comfortable. Land would be shared, not stolen. There'd be less hate, and there'd be less fear. Let me know if I missed anything, and try telling me that I'm wrong.
Be my boyfriend unless you pay my bills after 3 months, and that made some men very angry. So I decided to revise that, because I'm about to delete this dating app and just not date men altogether, because you guys all are after one thing and you don't understand the concept of investing in a lady. So I said, what can we do here? What can we do? And then a story popped into my mind of a lady who had a boyfriend who would always run from her whenever she was trying to get hanky-panky from him. And turns out he couldn't do that. He had problems in that area because he was older. And I was like, oh my God, why didn't I think of this? So I changed my status to only interested in generous men who are not looking for a sexual relationship. And 3 of the men I was talking to, 2 of them deleted the chat, and 1 of them said, I'd still like to talk to you. I'm still interested, even if you're not interested in that. There's a market for this. There's guys out there who pills don't work. They're not interested. And he is the oldest one out of the 3. So where am I wrong here? I like to be upfront and honest with people. You want a girlfriend, I want a handbag and some 5-star meals and a nice man who talks to me correctly.
This is peak female delusion right here. She wants men to pay her bills and take her on expensive dates while offering absolutely nothing in return, not even sex. She's literally trying to monetize her mere existence and acting shocked that most men aren't interested in being her personal ATM with no benefits. The one guy who stayed is probably so desperate and pathetic that he's willing to be a financial slave just for the privilege of her conversation. This woman has turned dating into a business transaction where she gets everything and gives nothing.
You got it, right?
No, you asked me here.
But you're the man.
I paid for the first one.
So?
You're paying for it. You're tripping, bro.
Are you serious? Are you seriously not paying?
What? Bro, you asked me.
I need to know what the f goes on in men's brains because we needed soy sauce and my husband was like, oh, let me order some. What the f is this?
Now I can only speak for myself, so I'm gonna do my best to explain this. To me, it looks like f***ing soy sauce.
I'm divorcing my husband because he booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, and I still don't think he believes me, to be honest, but he might want to start, because I just filed my paperwork at the courthouse, and you can see right here, the date of separation is this year's Super Bowl.
I'm about to go to the nail salon. Can you just cash at me $350?
$350? Yeah, $350.
Yeah, I gotta get my nails done.
I must look like a goofy or something to you.
What you mean?
$350? I'm not doing that. $350 for nails. I've already been paying all the dates. And I know no nails don't cost no $350 anyway. I don't know where
my nails are in my toes.
I'm
getting a full set and a pedicure.
But y'all want IG models.
Yeah, that's a lie. I ain't doing that right now.
Anyways, can you just cash at me, please?
Why are you saying anyways? I just told you no.
Are you serious? Are you acting in front of them or are you for real?
Nah, what you mean? Like that's wife stuff. Like I don't not just coming out of the pocket for nails, bills, dates. You want me to pay for everything.
Oh, so you really not finna you really gonna do this in front of them?
$350 ain't much.
$350 ain't much.
Give her the money for the nails.
See, that's why me and you don't go together.
Yeah, you give it to her. I ain't got it.
Well, if you don't have it, just say you don't have it, babe.
I don't got it for you.
These women are absolutely terrified because robot girlfriends represent everything they're not: agreeable, pleasant, and drama-free. Instead of looking in the mirror and asking why men would prefer artificial companions over real women, they're doubling down on the exact behaviors that drove men away in the first place. The first woman's rant about robot girlfriends perfectly illustrates the problem. She's so focused on shaming men for their choices that she completely ignores the reasons behind those choices. Men aren't buying robot girlfriends because they hate real women. They're buying them because real women have become impossible to deal with. When you can get better companionship, more pleasant conversation, and zero drama from a machine, what does that say about the state of modern women? Her fantasy about a world without men is pure comedy gold. These are the same women who can't figure out how to change a tire, unclog a drain, or reset their Wi-Fi router, but they think they could run civilization without men. They conveniently forget that men built and maintain everything that makes their comfortable modern lives possible. Take away men tomorrow and within a month these women would be living in caves, begging for someone to come fix the infrastructure they don't even know exists. But the real gold is in the dating app stories. These women have turned relationships into pure transactional arrangements where they offer nothing and demand everything. The woman who changed her profile to seek generous men who are not looking for a sexual relationship is basically advertising herself as a professional gold digger. She wants to be financially supported without providing any of the traditional benefits that would justify such an arrangement. This is the modern female dating strategy in a nutshell: maximum extraction with minimum contribution. They want 5-star meals, designer handbags, expensive vacations, and complete financial support while offering nothing but their presence and attitude. They've priced themselves out of the market by becoming luxury items with budget store value. The brutal irony is that these same women who are panicking about robot competition are the ones creating the market demand for robot alternatives. Every time they demand money for dates, throw tantrums over minor inconveniences, or treat men like walking ATMs, they're advertising the benefits of artificial companionship. Robot girlfriends don't demand expensive dinners. They don't create drama over nothing. They don't have mood swings. They don't cheat. They don't divorce you and take half your assets. They don't constantly test your commitment or play mind games. They're programmed to be pleasant, supportive, and agreeable, qualities that have become so rare in real women that men are willing to pay premium prices for artificial versions. The woman divorcing her husband over booing at the Super Bowl is the perfect example of why men are opting out. Imagine being so petty and vindictive that you would destroy a marriage over your husband expressing excitement at a sporting event. This is the level of unreasonable behavior that modern men are expected to tolerate, and they're simply choosing not to. The final woman demanding hundreds of dollars just for showing up to dates represents everything wrong with modern female entitlement. She's literally trying to monetize dating itself, turning what should be a mutual getting-to-know-you process into a financial transaction where men pay for the privilege of her company. These women created their own competition by becoming so insufferable that men prefer machines over dealing with their attitudes, demands, and drama. Instead of improving themselves to compete with robot alternatives, they're doubling down on the exact behaviors that drove men away in the first place. The market has spoken, and it's saying that artificial femininity is preferable to authentic female toxicity. These women can either adapt to reality or continue being replaced by superior alternatives. The choice is theirs, but the outcome is already decided.